Hey, it's Sergi, and welcome to the Safety Fellowship podcast. For safety talks, safety blogs, safety articles, safety learning and awareness, and all other safety subject matters, log on to safefellow.com. Come on, let's talk safety. Hello, welcome. Today we will be talking about policing through community engagement. As the world heals and recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic, the influx of crime-related activities increases dramatically. The outcome of the pandemic has negatively affected communities worldwide. According to reports and statistics, homelessness has tripled due to business shutdowns and job losses during the pandemic. Mental illness is rising due to the inability to move around, get medical attention, or seek for self-care during the COVID-19 season. With the increase in criminal activities within communities, law enforcement and public safety agencies have a lot to deal with if they are also responsible for homelessness and mental illness policing. The responsibilities of public safety or the responsibilities of policing non-violent or non-criminal related activities could be shared and handled by local responders such as the healthcare workers, outreach teams, case manager, etc. A collaborative partnership between the law enforcement agencies and local responders should be encouraged and practiced for meaningful community policing. The law enforcement agencies can focus mainly on violent and criminal activities, while the local responders attend to non-violent emergencies. So when we talk about policing and community engagement, what are these? So I'll give a definition of policing and community engagement. Policing is the regulation and the maintenance of public order in regards to law, safety, health, morals, and so on of residents and citizens of a geographic location. I'll say that again. Policing is the regulation and the maintenance of public order, law, safety, health, morals, and so on of residents and citizens of a geographic location. While community engagement could be said to be involved and participate in an organization for the community's welfare, it is working cooperatively with groups of individuals connected by geographic location, similar situation, or a particular interest to address issues affecting the community's well-being. If you ask me, I would say community engagement is a perfect go-to idea when seeking a solution to policing a community. And the reason why I say that is because engagement generally is not driven by a model or a blueprint. Engagement is focused on strategies, approaches, and various guiding principles. Because if engagement focuses on model or blueprints, it will be a failure. because what works for a community may not work for the other community. So the question now is policing through community engagement necessary, or the traditional policing is way better? So I would give a simple advantages of policing through community engagements. Then you could diffuse maybe is worthy of it or not. So advantages of community engagement include people working together to achieve a common societal objective and keep abreast of a community goal. By so doing, desired community safety and development are attainable. More so, community residents' engagement helps eliminate fears and negative concerns regarding public safety agencies, that is, police. Policing through community engagement will bridge the gap between law enforcement agencies and residents. To be candid, public safety agencies cannot guarantee to know every detail and piece of information regarding activities ongoing in a community. Having a neighborhood watch system is not only helpful, but it can also help save time and resources. The reality is that public safety agencies, including the police, are limitless with resources without the cooperation of the locals. Within a community, public safety agencies such as the police forces cannot be present everywhere, every time, regardless of what sort of training they might have undergone. Because resident better knows the nooks and crannies of a neighborhood than an outsider. Policing through community engagement should be welcome in all areas. The community member can input comments, concerns, or ideas and provide necessary assistance. For example, giving tips and information regarding ongoing criminal activities at a secluded location, very private location, which the law enforcement might not even know. This is what is sometimes referred to as intelligence. There won't be intelligence without the involvement of the locals. That's why I said policing through community engagement is necessary. And the other question right now too is why should community or residents participate in policing? We all know many communities tend not to believe that police actions reflect community benefits and goal, and maybe incorporate the principles of procedural justice and legitimacy. Police agencies worldwide, especially in the United States, were accused of controversial uses of force against specific communities. Many communities have questioned the legitimacy of the police forces. The Black Lives Matter or the BLM movement gained momentum during the COVID-19 pandemic. The police force in the United States was nationally and internationally protested against in response to the use of unnecessary force in policing the black community, which led to many deaths of black people in the country. That's why I said there must be a collaborative effort, between the police and the community to build a better relationship. And this is why the community has to get involved in how their community is being policed. So how do community or residents participate in community policing? I'll give some ways to participate. One is giving information anonymously. Sharing information with law enforcement and public safety agencies could be the best form of community engagement when it's anonymous. Because any participation that will enhance and improve community safety is considered community engagement. And due to the secrecy of the person giving out the information, it would eliminate the fear of retaliation from his community. Anonymity is encouraged when giving out information regarding criminal activities, except when compensation or rewards are involved. So sharing information anonymously is one way of participating in community policing. Another way is to join a local organization that caters to the well-being of the community, such as the outreach teams, medical volunteers, vigilante, and so on. With these, you're contributing positively to the community while policing it as well. And the other way residents could participate in community policing is to join the law enforcement itself. If you want your community to be policed in a certain way, join the law enforcement and you could request to police your community if granted. So I believe with this short episode, I have been able to prove my point to say policing through community engagement is necessary and it's very effective if given a trial. Thank you for listening. My name is Soji. Bye. For safety talks, safety blogs, safety articles, safety learning and awareness, and all other safety subject matters, log on to safefellow.com. Come on, let's talk safety.